day! Welcome to How to Play Everlong by the Foo Fighters. There's a tab in the description, you can download that and we can start right away. Now first things first, it's a drop D song, so tune your lower D string 2/2 steps down to D. And then we can start. Now the main chord is a D major 7, which normally is here, but in this case it's played here, which sounds a little different, gives this haunting feeling, this haunting sound, which makes this song so great. Okay, so let's have a look at riff number 1. Okay, of course it's all downstroke, and make sure to start it very subdued so you have some range in the loudness. So you would start the first one like, then the second a little more, and then in the third one, when the riff 2 comes in, you can go even higher then. Okay, let's have a look at this riff 2. Normally a second guitar would play this part, but we want to do this for one guitar, so let's try it to do it all together. Now if you keep the same hand positions like in riff 1, riff 2 would be like this. The thing with this one is that your index has to cover the 9th fret on the lower D and on the G string here, and that tends to get clicky. And also it pretty much hurts on your index, especially if you broke this finger like I did while trying to catch a stupid football and the bone grew in thicker, and now this part hurts when you lay it on the strings, but that is just my problem. But I'm sure you have this problem too, that when you try to do that, the G string will somewhat get clicky. So there's another way to play this, because you could do what you do here, also here. Or you can play this here, also here. And you can play this, also here, or here. Always sounds a little different because each string sounds different, but that could even be an advantage. Now riff 2 in that second version would be like this. Now it's not easy to get this open thing on the higher E string with the bar part of your index, but it's possible. So that would be the version that sounds a little more open, and that's why I use this one in the middle when the energy of the song is really high, and I use the other one at the beginning and after the breakdown. For example, this is how you could do it. You can switch them up, or you could even start here, then go here, then go here, and then go here. Just do however you want to do that. Okay, that was riff 2.
And after riff 2,
yeah, we get into the verse, of course. And the verse is... first part of the verse, if you want to get the lyrics on that, if you want to sing with it, the first part is always a little easier than the second, because in the first one there are not that many words like hello, I'll wait here for you, Everlong. On the second part of the verse, every time there are more words, so you should practice it slower to get all the words at the right places and not mess up your strumming pattern there. Like slow how you wanted it to be. And out of the red of a minute she sang. Out of her head, whatever. So practice that slow to keep your strumming correctly while singing. So after the second verse, we get into the pre-chorus, which is this thing with the shifting the octaves and also playing at least the lower D string with it. You could also play the other D string with it. Then you would have to set up your fingers a little more from the top. But I prefer to just play the lower D string and mute the other D string. And then the pre-chorus would go like this. Now you can do it with downstroke or alternate picking, but I guess I prefer the downstroke because it has more energy. And at the end of it, you can either play the D or the A. They both fit, like, or they would both fit. Whatever you hit is right. Now I like to do the third one with alternate because at the end of that I want to get the mutes in where the snare would normally be. And if you're already in that alternate picking, you don't make the mistake while going into the chorus, because it's important to go into the chorus with an upstroke. That's why I like to go in the third one with an alternate, so it would be like. So that you're already in that motion. And then you get into the chorus. Okay, so as I said, it's important to start with an upstroke on the chorus, and then the chorus goes like this. So it's always ahead of the beat, always anticipate on the 4 and not on the beat itself. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why you gotta be on the upstroke, and it's always the same on the 9, on the 5, and on the open. And the pattern is up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down. And the third time there's only half of the D. Go into the 7 and 2 bars on the 5. And then either into the riff 2 again after the first chorus, or into riff 1 again after the second chorus. Okay, and getting the lyrics on there, practice it slow again because it's not that easy. If everything could ever feel this good forever, if anything could ever feel this good again, the only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say when she sang. Okay, and after the second chorus, we get into that breakdown, and to make that difference in the loudness very, very obvious, you should then really go hard on the 5s, very soft on riff 1, then again like soft like you had it in the first take at the beginning. Okay, then the soft one with riff 1. And harder in riff 2. And then we get into pre-chorus 3, which is a little bit different because it's just half of the other pre-choruses. Stay on the 12/14. This twice, and the last time then immediately into the chorus, like this. And you're back in the chorus. This time we don't need the snare because the drum is doing something else there. Yeah, then you have the last chorus, which is like the other ones, except for the end. On the 5, that's where it changes because you get the 7 on the G string and the 8 on the B string added every 7th time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last time on the 9th. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is all you need to play Everlong by the Foo Fighters. I hope that helped. I will do my version next week. I switched it up this time, so I hope you'll have a look at my version next week. So until then, bye.